So, I'm starting a brand new series where the goal is simple. I'm going to be turning $150 into as much money as humanly possible. I know on the thumbnail and the title it says 10K. That's a lot of money. The goal's 20, you know, 20,000, of course. But I'll be doing that by flipping items, whether it's Legos or other stuff. I'm going to try to stick to Legos because, the brick flips. I got a Lego bag right here. That's what this video is. You'll come to see that here shortly. But if I go to a flea market and I see some games or stuff, I'm gonna try to make this challenge just flipping to make money in general. But here are the rules I'll be going by. If you've already watched the TikTok or the short, you come from that, you kind of already have an idea of what we're doing here, but I'll say it again for the video. Rule number one, everything I buy, I will show. I can't do anything off screen and be like, oh, well, I actually bought this for $100. I gotta show every single thing I buy. Same with everything I sell. Every sale I make, every transaction, even we'll just go with that, every transaction I make I have to show you guys, and I don't think that's a crazy rule. Rule number two, I can only use the money I make from flips from the original 150. That's the only money I can use. I'll start with that, I'll end with that. I gotta die on that hill. But if something crazy comes up where it's like 250 or like 50 $60 more than I have, or 100, and it's like something I can't pass up, I'll have to, but I'll make sure I note those, right? That's going to be like a special exception. I'll maybe think of some punishment or something to do. Like I'll say I do that. Say I buy something for 300, but I only have 200. I flip it for $700 profit. I'll give away like a $50 Lego set or something. I'll make like a repercussion for breaking that rule. But I kind of have the one caveat there, so I can if I need to. And to be doing this, I'll be going through, garage sales when it gets warmer out, thrift stores if I see anything cool there, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, especially eBay, and just anywhere else I can find value. I'll see what I can flip for profit. Flea markets too. I'm going to be going to a few of those here soon, so maybe I'll find something. And, will this turn into a massive win, or will I lose all my money? You guys are about to find out in this video. And, let's get into it. So we finally got our first package in. This is this is going on the main channel. This is the first ever video we're doing. I spent 160 on this. As you can see on screen somewhere, I'm gonna put something on there in editing. And as you can see, it kind of looks just like a bunch of pieces. But you got a couple stormtroopers here and there. So I guess these are first order troopers. And then this trooper too. But I'm gonna transition over to the screen so you can see the eBay listing as I go through it, and then we'll get into unboxing this. So this is me in editing. I forgot I said I was going to record this part, but here's this part, more so talking about why I picked this exact listing. If you watch the short, you're coming from the short, you've seen that, you saw on the TikTok too. I kind of give a brief explanation, but I'll go a little more in depth right now. So for starters, this Mace Windu right here, he is found in a very expensive set. And I'll show you my whole process from top down, right? So I use Brick Economy to find my stuff because it's just a better UI than Brick Link. But see, this Mace Windu here obviously is just plain gray short or plain tan shorts, basic face. Only two of them have plain shorts, and this one has a basic face. Obviously, you look at the one set he's in, it's Palpatine's Arrest. This set is huge. You see the video, you don't even know what's in it. I do though. As you can see, these are really expensive figures. Now, I want you to comment right now how many of them you think are in this box, because it gets crazy. But yeah, obviously Mace Windu's there, and I saw the Mace Windu. I was like, okay, that's a good start. I see General Grievous's feet up there, and then type in General Grievous. It's got to be one of these two. I look at it. He's white instead of kind of tannish, $45. Okay, and then you got just a lot of minifigures scattered around. A little ARC Trooper helmet there. Just so many minifigures. And these two are the main reasons I bought it, because he is from such a valuable set. And then he obviously is already 45 on his own. So I kind of figured 140 doesn't sound like a terrible price, especially given the fact that if these minifigures were in this, that pays for it and a ton. These minifigures from the set alone are worth, where does it say it? Worth $418. So that's kind of how I saw there. And then obviously a whole bunch of bags here. I saw up to number 11, meaning that it's like roughly a 1,000-piece set. That's kind of what, when it gets to that 11, what it means. And then you can see on here that's 2017. So it is a bit of an older set as well, which Could I guess technically, correlate to value just because of rarity of it not being being retired and whatnot. But that was kind of my thoughts here. Obviously, Beach X Comics. I think I'll put his link to the shop in the description. I bought from him. Tons of comics. Great guy. I really enjoy talking to him. So go check him out if you want to look at his stuff. I thought he had way more than 3 items up, but I guess he just has these 3 for sale right now. He's a big comic seller, so go check him out. Now, again, that's kind of why I bought this. And I mean, yeah, let's get into tearing it apart. All right, as you can see, this is the little setup I'm going with here. As of now, I want to do like minifigures and one of these two and pieces like that, and then regular pieces in the other. I don't know how that's gonna work, so we're gonna see as I go. I'm just got YouTube on. It's gonna be like a little time lapse thing. If I find anything, I'll show the camera. Fun stuff like that. I found this in the bottom, or in there. I haven't looked inside yet, but I'll just pull this out. Ooh. This was the booklet inside. There doesn't seem to be any of the minifigures for it, but all of the pieces look to be in there. I don't know if you can. No, you can see that. Interesting. I'll set that to the side. Take a look at that later, all that fun stuff. But yeah, let's get back into it. Here's the minifigures so far. Seems like there's some Ninjago in there. I think that's what this guy's from. That'd be my guess. But yeah, let's go. Uh-oh. It's one of the main reasons I bought it. You only got the legs and the torso. The rest might be in there, but I gotta look. I'm gonna pause this here, go through these, kind of sort them a little bit, come back, and it'll be nicer to look at for sure. Alright, so I just kind of poured out the rest of it on the ground. I'm just gonna go through it, make sure there's nothing I missed, And then I would sort it by color, but I'm a little underprepared and forgot it by bags. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go through this now, and then I'll get you a little update here in a minute. So coming over here, these are all the bagged. As you can see, I've finished up all that there. These are all the bagged, in-bag things. So we have these 1, 2, and 3 over here, which I think are to this. I'm not for sure though, but there's matching colors aside from that one somewhat. But that could also be the feet. That is probably 100% the feet. Yeah, okay, so these 3 are to this. Then I want to say this 5, 6, and 8 are to this one, which I only have the second page for. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't know where they go, but they're 2017. No minifigures, but I can try to figure out what the colors. So I'm gonna do some looking on the internet for that. I have this one here, which I don't actually know if the minifigures are in it or not, but I'll double check here in a minute. This looks to be the Mini Republic gunship. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I know all the pieces aren't in there off of just that, but I'll look into it a little bit here in a minute. All these little piece bags, and then this one back here is this set. Let me pull this up here. It's this set, but there's no minifigures in there. I'm gonna see how much the set itself costs, but who freaking knows? I'll just kind of pull all this over here and we'll go through those minifigures. All right, so I've gone through all of the minifigures. As you see, this is a little haul right here. Now let's go through some of the more valuable ones. Starting off with stuff that's like pretty much irrelevant. I guess we're not gonna go with valuable. We're gonna go over everything. Starting off with like the relevant ones. Of course, this General Grievous. Come on, focus. Hello? you can tell what's there. This General Grievous figure is about, let me find it. I made a little spreadsheet too right here. You can see that's kind of cool. This General Grievous is about a $30 figure. He is missing 3 arms. 3 arms. You see that? 3. And his head. So I kind of valued him at like $4. You know, from 30 down to 4. Bunch of super battle droids. Another one right here. Another one right here. We have 3 complete regular droids. And if you look in here, there's quite a few more pieces for them. It's kind of just like random spares. But there's a bunch more pieces, a couple legs, a bunch of arms, no chests. So, you know, down to just them. Now, for some other notable characters, but not notable prices, let's look at these guys. R2-D2 and R2-D2's lower half. Let me get a little better angle on that. Now, it would be amazing if this would focus. Don't you agree? You can tell what's there. Let me come on. Wow, does my camera just suck? Okay, well, you can tell what's there. We got R2-D2 in his bottom half. I kind of just, you can, this one I'm pretty sure is the one that I found. It is $2.89 used on average. I'm just gonna say that this, for the 2 of these, is $1.40. So that's all those little droid guys. Now, let's see. I'm gonna save the more valuable stuff for the end, and I say that the most expensive thing I found in here was $16. Yikes! Right. Now taking a look at these guys. We got 4 stormtroopers. Really. Wait, where's the other guy at? There was another one somewhere. There's some legs for one. Where'd he go? Oh, here he is. Here's another one without a helmet. Right, so we got 4 complete, 1 incomplete, and then legs for another. But I think that this helmet is fake. Not only is it like slightly different. Come on, there we go. It's like slightly different. You can see it way better in person, and if I had a good camera. But the inside is black. I don't know if Lego's doing that. So, you know, I don't know. It's kind of throwing a red flag at me. But nonetheless, first order, 2 stormtroopers, maybe a fake head, legs, you know, nothing crazy there. Then I had this first order executioner helmet. Also, these guys are like, I don't know, $5 for all of them, $5. I might even be overshooting it. These guys, like, they don't go for much because they're nothing special. But this helmet right here is probably the most exciting stormtrooper related thing, and it is valued around, you know, where did I put this? It's not valued much. It's like a couple of dollars. $1 is what I put. It's not selling for $1. I'll tell you that. Now, clone guys. I'm saying this like I don't know Star Wars that well. The clone troopers. We got this fella. No helmet. There you go. He's a kind looking guy. Probably has, can we focus? He's a nice man, right? If it would focus on him, you can tell he is a little angry because he's not worth much, maybe $1. Now, kind of a cool one here, I thought, right? I'll pop up on screen what I thought this guy was at first. Commander Bry is who I thought it was, because he looks a lot like his minifigure. Why is this not focusing? Whoa. But if you can kind of tell, he is a you know, a yellow clone with a cool little shoulder pad there. No helmet, of course. But you can tell the legs are a little different. Again, I'm popping him up on screen, hopefully right around here. The one I thought he was. It's gonna be fun to edit. He's not that one. So is he worth that much? Who knows? Now, probably the coolest clone thing here. Well, actually, he's not worth that much. I found the actual one, and he's like $1. Now, this thing here, little ARC Trooper helmet, kind of cool. Pretty awesome looking. Actually, it's worth a decent bit. Worth $3.33 on average used. I'm taking it. I put on $2 because, you know, you really can't I don't know. It's a helmet. What are you gonna do with it? Now for some random guys, we had this guy, this fella right. You know what? No. Let me grab this little stud piece right here. We had this fella right here. And then this little rebel trooper right here. And then this dismembered body. No, it doesn't even deserve to get a spot. Let's give it to these legs instead. And then some legs. And this is probably a Jedi. It's for sure a Jedi. Probably Obi-Wan. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, those are the 3 little random pieces there. And again, sorry that this is not in good quality. My camera says 1080p. This is not 1080p. But let's move on to some of our, you know, named characters. Like relevant characters. Boom. C3PO. Now you might be thinking, you know, I don't know many C3PO figures that go for that much. And you know what? You're right. This one is about $3.42 on average used. I put it for $3 on my little sheet I have. You know, this Mace Windu. This is one of the reasons I bought this, because I saw him on there. You know, he's in a very expensive set. He's missing an arm. And a cape. So, you know, if this would, again, I'm sorry about the no focus. I could probably do it on my phone, but I'm already on here. So, this Mace Windu, right? He is the reason I bought this. He's a $17 minifigure. He comes in a set that is very expensive because of the minifigures in it. Also happened to find some little Palpatine lightning in there. No Palpatine. Actually, wait. No, you'll see something in a minute here. But this Obi-Wan, you know, he is worth $17 used. He's missing a cape and he's missing an arm. The arm is not that expensive. It's just basic. There's no printing on him, if you can even tell. And the cape is actually worth like $4. So for all that, and I found no lightsaber, unfortunately, which would have been kind of cool because it's like a purple one. I put him at $5. Bringing our total up to something. I might have it on screen. I probably do have it on screen because I'm a great editor. Now this little thing here, this little cowl, you could say. I actually was able to find this selling for, you know, $3. So add that on to the total. This is a very exciting total. Oh, here we go. Something exciting here, though. We got Darth Vader. Now, can you tell it's Darth Vader? Kind of. But, you know, lightsaber. Actually, the full helmet pieces. Pretty cool stuff. At least that's what I thought until I looked it up. Turns out, this one is not that exciting of a Darth Vader. He is only worth so much that I didn't even put him in my thing. Okay, I did put him in my thing. I'm just a little blind. This Darth Vader here, this might be the most valuable figure I've shown so far because it's all together. He's valued at $5.93. So I put him at $4. So add the 4 to the total. Now, one of the actually much more expensive things that, guess what, wasn't complete is Jango Fett. This is an older Jango Fett from this set. I'll put it on screen over here somewhere. It's from that set. He is actually valued at, you ready for this one? $27.61. But he is missing his head. He is missing his helmet, obviously. You can probably tell one of the arms is a little different than the other. He's missing an arm. So, I mean, to re-piece them together, it might cost, you know, $4. But then you tag on the shipping with that, it's like another $3 probably. So, you know, you add 7 onto it. I valued him at $15 because, you know, it's just that, like, the head, the helmet, I kind of valued that at like 8 is what I was seeing for the average. So I kind of just tagged off. I took off $12. And so this guy's actually $15 is what I have. Now, what else have I not shown yet? Oh, there's a whole another group of Legos. But before I get to them, let me finish off the Star Wars. Right here we got, I'm not even going to try to say his name, but he's the dude with the big head. He got lightsaber and all. He's in great condition. This is from the most recent Turbo Tank set, which I'm pretty sure is one of the worst value Lego sets ever. And he is valued, used at $15.60, opposed to his other 2 that were worth a little bit more. But I valued him at $15 because he's actually in great condition. He still feels good. Lightsaber, you know, he looks pretty nice. Now, moving on to, unironically, the most valuable part of all of the Star Wars Legos. You know, you would think, looking at all this, right? You got some super battle droids. You got a couple people with lightsabers. You got a Jango Fett. You got a couple clone guys. You had a Mace Windu. You know what? You want to see what the most valuable Star Wars thing over there was? Can't even see it because it's so blurry. This is, I'll put it on screen. This is the Emperor Palpatine head, right? From whatever minifigure it is. It's pretty cool. It's actually valued just for the head. The minifigure's worth like 50 or 60. But the head alone is worth a whole $19.11 used. So I bumped it down to 16. I don't know. I wish I had the whole figure, but I don't. And what I think happened, right, because I'm pretty sure that this is the same one that is in the set with the Mace Windu, and also these are pretty telling. The little Palpatine things here. I think what happened is the seller, he had posted another listing for Lego shortly after I bought this one. I like the guy a lot. He actually, I've been talking to him while I've been going through this, and he said he's going to send me some more stuff, or he said he might send me some more stuff. So we're going to see what happens. He obviously does not need to. I do not expect him to. But if he does, he does, and that's going to be a great part too. But what I think had happened is he kind of took, you know, he has the characters from the two, right? Let me act this out. He has the minifigures from this set, from the set that has these two, and he kind of just like threw it all into some boxes, and they got split up. So it happens. It's unfortunate. Can't do anything about it, you know. But at least we got this guy, and we got this dude who has some cool hair. You know, so those are two more randoms. You know, as you can tell, I've never done a video like this before, and I'd rather not pause because it's more editing. So we're gonna go through. Actually, I'm gonna pause right here so I can kind of organize these guys. So be right back. All right, and to go over the last bit. So obviously this is all Star Wars for the most part. Not for the most part. It is all Star Wars, and little Grogu there. But we got Lego Ninjago. You might be asking, where are the ninjas? I asked the same thing. We got this dude here. His name is Jelly. I came to find out he's worth a whole $3. Now the most expensive one in here is this guy with the two heads. He is worth a whole $6. Now on average, these guys are about, you know, there's a couple for $1, a couple for $2, a couple for $3. These two guys here are at $6. So nothing crazy. The total I came out to after going through all of these. Also, let me show this too. This is really cool, but it's fake Lego. Like, it's a really cool looking scout helmet thing. And then this too is like a vest. It's like a little vest, but I'm pretty sure it's also fake Lego. So it happens. But after going through all of this, my grand total I came out to was, I'm going to switch over to my screen, actually, because it's going to be way cooler. My grand total that I came out to for all these sets was not the sets, the minifigures, was $118.40. Now, will I sell it for that much? Probably not. But the way I think I'm going to go about selling this, because for the most part, these just aren't worth enough on their own to sell. I'll probably sell this guy. Probably sell this guy on his own because he's worth about 15. So it's not a terrible one. And then actually, I might even sell, oh goodness, where'd it go? I might even sell Palpatine's head on his own, because again, it's worth like about $15. So I might sell that with the little lightning. Make it, I don't know, just put it up for a $15 bid or best offer. See where it lands. Or I'll do like a $13 bid or best offer. I'll do $13. I'll show the listings here in a minute. Not here in a minute because I don't know what I'm going to do them yet, but look up. As you can see, I obviously have everything on here. You know, some of these guys, like the droids, there's 3 of them, I just put $2. Troopers, there's 5 of them, I put 3. These are the Ninjago guys. I'll probably just sell these guys in a lot, because realistically, I'm not, you can't like sell that, you know, each, because it's diminishing returns. But pretty much to get like a loose total from, it's about $29 for the total of them is kind of what I estimate. So I'll probably put like an $18 starting bid. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out as I go. And then some of the other stuff, I'm probably just gonna put it, like, take a picture of it and put it up as a lot, because really it's not gonna sell for that much. Because again, like I said, not a lot of it's worth a lot on its own. Now, however, I do have the sets that I showed earlier. I'm trying to think how I want to sell those. I'm between either doing a, you know, take a picture of the set or of the all of it. I could take a picture of all of it and be like, miscellaneous sets still bagged, sell like that. Because the actual sets, the ones I have the instructions of, let me grab these three right here, right? Let's go through these together. Ignore all the tabs. Matter of fact, we're gonna open up a new window so you don't have to see all them. Starting off with a little Darth Maul mech, which I don't even have the full set for because I don't see a Darth Maul minifigure anywhere. Right, this is 7541. I have them up. I didn't even realize. Retails for $18. You see this right here? This Darth Maul is $7.66. He's nowhere in there. If the retail is $7.99, Darth Maul makes up $8 of that, or $17.99. He makes up $8 of that. The set's worth $10. And I don't have the figure nor the box, so it's used. I don't even know. I could maybe sell it for like $8. So I don't even know if that's worth selling on its own. Now this set, the little one that was in its own sealed package, 75266. You know, and I could go through and do all these and like have a cool like, oh, well here's this one, like kind of click through them. No, I'd rather do this on like in so you can see the process. It's more fun, and this is a long video anyways, so who cares? This set, it is worth $19.99 new. It is recently retired, not recently retired a few years ago. It's worth $15 used. You look at the minifigures, pretty much these make up the value. You know how many of them were in there? 0. So it's pretty much worthless. Which, let's be real, it's how many pieces? 100, but the minifigures are like 25 of them, if not more. So this is maybe 50 to 75 pieces. Not that much. Now this one, big one here, 75393. 75393. Now this set, it's retailed at 110. It's worth less. It's worth 95. It's gone down in value. Retired in September this year. The minifigures aren't worth much. Actually, this one is. But you know who wasn't in there? That one, or any of them, actually. Now I don't know for sure if this set is even in there. That's kind of cool. I didn't even realize that that's what this set is. Now, is this full set here? I don't know. I'm gonna probably go back to my phone and start recording it from there so you guys can get a better look at the sets. But what I'm thinking is, matter of fact, I have one more instruction booklet over there. Ooh, let's see what this one is. Actually, I also looked at this one in the bag it came with that you guys saw, and believe it or not, no minifigures. So again, they make up $15 of the value, or $14 of the value, and the set is worth 18 used. There's no box, so it's going to be used. You take away the 14, it's worth $4. Now, it is kind of a cool set with the minifigures. Without them, it's like Obi-Wan. Actually, matter of fact, hold the phone. Is this Obi-Wan the one here? It is definitely not. Yeah, it's definitely not. I just have someone's torso because they got killed or I don't know. Okay, I haven't done a video like this. I do YouTube. I have a different YouTube channel, but I don't know how to do Lego videos right now. So this is gonna get better as we go. Now, have I made money on this? Probably not. The minifigures. Okay, so let me go back to here. I priced them out for $118.40 total. $29 for these. For the Star Wars ones, a little bit more. Now, I think I actually might just be better off selling them as a Star Wars minifigure lot and hoping I can get, I don't even know, I mean, maybe 50, and that's like pushing it. And then the Ninjago I'll put up for 18. So like realistically, I don't think I'm gonna make more than $70 from these minifigures alone, which again, it's okay. I bought this not knowing what's in there. I'm not expecting to make $1 billion. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Now, let me go back to the sets so I can kind of talk about how I'm thinking about processing these for price. So after, going over everything, really, really looking at it, I've decided that the only real way I could think to sell this, and hear me out, this is gonna sound crazy, sell it exactly how I bought it, as a bulk Lego box of a whole bunch of Legos. Now, I'm not gonna I'll show the pictures I'm gonna put in the listing because I'm gonna put it up as I'm editing this or something. They'll be on screen now probably, and I'm just gonna put this up as a bulk Lego listing. I'm gonna show all the bags that are in it because that's not what was shown to me. I was only shown a select handful, but to keep it fair, I didn't know exactly what I was buying. I'm not gonna let these other people know exactly what they're buying. It's gonna be bulk Legos. I mixed up the bags a little bit. I'm not trying to be deceptive. Let me put that out. But they're all in the thing now. As you can see, let me turn that. Ignore my messy bed. As you can see, they're all in there. So I'm gonna put up. I took pictures of the bags. I kind of just threw them out on my little desk over there. And I took a picture of those. Took a picture of the box. I threw all the minifigures back in. Kind of shook it up a little bit. Only one I took out was Darth Vader. I don't have a Darth Vader minifigure. To be fully transparent, I took Darth Vader out. Selling the rest as is. So I didn't take anything from it. I'm just gonna resell it as I bought it. Now I'm gonna post this probably Wednesday. If I finish editing it tonight, it's Tuesday today, by the way. So if I finish it tonight, I'll go up tomorrow. So if you disagree with this, I don't think it's deceptive. But if you think it is, let me know in the comments, and I will take everything out and retake a picture, set them all out so you can see all the bags and take a picture of that. But I put them back in the box and shook it up. For that, I mean, I'm gonna start the bid at $40 too, just to be fair. $40. I'm just gonna say lots of minifigures. I took a picture of the booklets. I'm gonna put that picture. I'll show you the pictures. These are the pictures I'm gonna put in the thing. I'm not trying to be unfair. I'm gonna say exactly how many bags there are though. There's 20 seal bags, 7 reseal bags. I'm gonna say how many there are. I don't think I'm trying to be as transparent as I can, but I don't want to say. I'm not gonna say oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 20 minifigures or whatever, because that's kind of could be anything. I'd be including the droids and stuff. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say Star Wars bulk, a few Ninjago minifigures. I'm just gonna say Star Wars bulk. I'm not even gonna mention the Ninjago minifigures because then that's kind of trying to say, I don't know. Okay, why am I putting this whole rant at the end? I don't know. We made it this far. Thank you. But I'm gonna post this up on eBay, and hopefully it sells. I'm gonna have some more shorts in the meantime if I get another order in, or if I'm looking for another. If this does sell, when this does sell, I'll have a short out talking about that and how much it sold for. And we'll see if I turn a profit on the first one. As you can see, let's put it on this side of the screen. As you can see, let me turn my hands. Right here is our total amount we have right now. Should be about $10. I paid $140 for it. I paid another $17 for shipping. I'm not gonna really $20. I paid a lot for shipping. Jeez, I'm not gonna include the shipping because I just don't want to include the shipping. Because if I buy something in person, shipping's not gonna be tagged on. So I'm not gonna include the shipping. Why? Because I want to. That's how my rules are gonna be. So pretty much, we're at this much right now. This was our starting amount here. We're at this. It's gonna be fun to edit. And I mean, yeah. So hopefully we have a better second box. And if you're buying this box, I mean, let me be very clear here. Let me show my screen. So I went through, pieced it all out, looked at every single set on Bricklink, which is more accurate for pricing than Brick Economy is. I went through, looked at all that, took all the prices here, took a little chunk off because some of them aren't. I Mace Windu. I took a whole $12 off because he's missing a cape and an arm. and went through and like really did tank all of these prices to what pretty much I could probably sell for realistically compared to the average. And then I also did the sets, and I think that these are the sets. I mean, obviously I have my what they're missing and whatnot, and like really did like lower the prices here. Like I don't know. Okay, so 150 is the loose total value of everything there. Could it be more? It could be more. It could be less. You know, because it depends. If you're buying to keep it, it could be more. 150 is the total value. So I'm gonna put it for a bid. Sorry, you just saw my other channel, WTF Sports. Go subscribe. We got like 400 subscribers. We're doing football content. Anyways, $150 value, loosely used value, of course, not new value for anything. Could be more, could be less. It depends how much you really want to take off because of what some stuff is missing, or none of it was damaged either. So it's kind of how much you want to take off because of how much it's missing. But loosely $150 we'll go with as the value. So did I make profit? Potentially. Or did I make profit on paper? Yes. But will I make profit? Will I make profit? Who knows? We will see. So if you like this kind of stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, stay tuned because I'm going to try to make this a big series. Because even if this sells for $70, it's not going to stop me. You think I'm going to stop? No. I'm going to keep going because it is a grind set. Someone has to make the money. Someone has to carry the boats. So subscribe because this will be a journey that you're going to stick along with. There might be ups, there might be downs, like this might be. And yeah, I mean, like, just comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video we do for this series. Later.